I don't know why, but it just doesn't surprise me that I feel like every stepdad has that in them, and they're just one Ziploc bag of weed away from just tearing apart the family. You ever get in trouble so bad your parents get divorced? You ever get in trouble so bad you're homeless? If you want to be my motherfucking lover, you gotta be with my motherfucking friend. Wasn't the words. Espresso Podcast 270. I'm your stepmom, Benedict Polizzi, and today we're going to hear the craziest punishments your parents gave you as a kid. I love this! The crazier the question is each week, the podcast just makes me just feel on fire. You ever feel on? It's so much fun, man. So if you have any suggestions for a question of the week, DM me, shorty. At Benedict Polizzi on Instagram. Let me have it. Before we get into them, though, remember to join the Patreon for $5 a month to get an extra pod episode, every single week. And on the pod episodes on Patreon, it's not question based. Your girl's just talking. You'll get to know a lot about me, a lot about what my day to day, what's happening. Shit is crazy. I say everything. It's wild. And then we get a sexy time live stream every night on Patreon at 10 o'clock. And that's where shit goes down. Woo! Yeah, $5 a month. That's it. Did I just burst your eardrums? Yeah. But let's talk. What's the craziest stuff your parents punished you with when you were a kid? That sounded a little sexual, but you know what I mean? Like for me, what happened? I told you guys on Instagram, I almost got arrested when I was a sophomore in high school, and my dad took my phone for a year. No shorter. He wasn't like, it's almost been a year. He was like, a year. Man, dude, I don't know if my dad is just like super strict or just Italian. Italian parents treat you, they don't see your age. They just treat you like you're 42 years old all the time. I was like, can I spend the night at my friend AJ's? My dad was like, maybe if you stain the deck, like there's always there's always a deal. I never understood how kids, like when I was growing up, just got to do everything. I was like, are you shitting me? If I wanted to like go to the school dance when I was in 8th grade, I had to be quiet for a week. That was it. My dad was like, you don't talk until next Thursday? Maybe. I swear to God, I hope all these voice messages I hope we're all the same. I hope we all had an Italian dad. I don't know. Psycho parents? Who doesn't want them? You got to be a little psycho so your kid's not a fucking idiot, You got to have a little psycho in you so your kids are normal. Just how it goes. You like your kid too much, your kid's going to be a bitch. You know that. How about one time my dad opened the fridge? It's always my dad because my dad's fucking nuts. But he might have been kind of normal too, thinking about it now. He opened the fridge one time. All the shelves in the refrigerator door fell down. And I laughed so loud because I thought he was going to too. When you think something's going to be really funny and you're like, and you're the only one laughing. And you're like, oh shit, was I that off on that? That's how it was. But it was only me and him in the house. And he locked me out until 8 o'clock. It was noon. I was just outside just sitting on the electrical box in the front yard. Just pretending to be a dog for 4 hours. You got to have a little psycho parent so you can have an imagination. Everybody's like, oh my God, your imagination's crazy. You're creative talking to me. I'm like, yeah, you know why? Because one day I had 8 hours to kill. I had to make shit up. I'd have imaginary friends and shit. What else? Something else. Oh, dude. Oh my God. One time I was just being an idiot at the store. Cause dude, the store when you're a kid, are you shitting me? Don't let me in a store. Even now, I'll get kicked out of a store right now. God, it's so much fun, especially when you're a kid where you can just let loose. But if you got psycho parents, they're always like, stay by the cart. Shut up. Hey, keep your hands off shit. Get in the car, dude. One time I was 14 years old and my mom made me get in the cart. My 14-year-old this is what I looked like when I was 14. This. Same shit. This. 14. Hey. My bitch ass in a cart, 14. With my legs over the front of the cart. Just seeing people I knew from school and shit. Hey, yeah, I know. I got in trouble. I know, yeah. Hey, yeah, I'm the kid in your class. I'm in a cart. Yeah, I'm going to be in high school next year. One time I was being such a dumbass in a store. My dad made me go to bed at 1 o'clock. 1 p.m. 1 p.m. You're going to bed. I was like, what? Yeah, you're going to bed. Dude, I just had lunch. All right, enough of my shit. What's the craziest way your parents punished you when you were growing up? Or like the other day? I don't care. Let's fucking talk.
I think just my little sisters and I to just play soccer. We were just shooting around, and she must have told me like I sucked or something. I don't even know. She probably didn't even say anything that bad, but I called her a fucking bitch. And my parents or my dad took my my phone, my laptop, my iPod, whatever electronics I had at the time, all away for a month. He also grounded me. Like I couldn't hang out with friends or do anything for a month. So yeah, I mean, seems silly considering was brought home by the cops and didn't even get grounded for that. So that's fun.
Yeah, your parents ever she goes, I was a freshman in high school at the time, so this was like 8 or 9 years ago. You ever do something really bad and your parents like kind of don't care that much? You're like, what? Like I'll call my little sister a bitch and you're going to take all my shit, but like I got brought home in a cop car and you're just going to let that one roll off your shoulder? That was always so weird to me. I was like, wait, why didn't I get in trouble for that? Okay, I'm not going to ask. Here we go.
All right, so I don't know about craziest punishment, but I definitely have a fucking weird one. My mom took my pot and my bowl from my secret spot when I was 16 years old, which is pretty typical. But she also took the condoms, which granted I wasn't using them, but I feel like it's kind of weird to take a teenage boy's condoms. And I also just happen to be the guy that's had chlamydia 3 times. So thanks for the safe sex teachings, Mom.
Chlamydia. Yeah, that's a little weird. You're not smoking ever again, and you're raw dogging from now on. God, 16 years old. What a year for weed when you're 16. Weed, right when you turn 16. Happy birthday to weed. Yeah, that's wild. Your parents finding like a condom, nothing more embarrassing. I don't think that ever happened to me, thank God. Because I still haven't had sex. But you know what I mean? Like it happened to my friend one time. He's like, yo, my mom found a condom in the dryer. And I couldn't tell if she was like mad or proud. I was like, homie, you just need to move out. You're 31. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I think if I'm a parent and I found my kid's condoms, I'm like, here's like 5 more. Maybe I might steal them for me, though. Damn, dog, those are ribbed for her pleasure. Now they're ribbed for my pleasure. Let's keep going.
Just beating my ass. That's about as bad as it gets, right? It's a classic late 90s ass whooping.
Oh,
a little bit past, I think, when it was still socially acceptable to do that.
Not cool. Still getting
I housed
whooped.
a lot of hand soap too. But yeah, just beating my
Bro, the way my dad used to just spank the fuck out of me. Did anybody else get, like, a lot of people got, like, whipped and shit? I'm starting to figure this out. I got a black roommate in college. He's like, bro, my mom would get a belt and just whoop the shit out of me. I was like, what? But I guess my dad would spank I think my mom did too, bro. I was so good at, like, I could counter it though. After like a year of getting my ass spanked, bro, I would just know it was coming. And like they're like winding up and I'd be like, you know, and they just like slap my hand. One time I was being a little smart ass. They slapped my hand. I said, good game. Ran upstairs so fast. I don't think I came out of my room till like last night. But yeah, dude, if you do, one time my dad tried to kick me up the stairs, dude, I could see the anger, the pain in his eyes when my hips went. Yeah, I think I did taste soap one time, but I didn't really mind it. I was like, yo, I've had a lot of soap in my day. I've been washing my face since like I was 10. You know, I was hitting puberty like in 3rd and 4th grade. I've been washing my face for a grip now. I've swallowed a lot of Neutrogena acne wash. The orange bottle doesn't taste too bad. So when I had to swallow soap one time, I was like, yo, this is every night. This is every night, girl. Gargling and shit. I was like, top me off. You got any Suave in the shower for dessert? Just keep going.
So when I was in the 7th grade, I believe.
Ooh, bad
I was
year.
just being a little brat. Like, whatever, 7th grader shit.
Everybody's such a little cunt in 7th grade.
And my mom had to get creative on how to punish me. So she figured if she would embarrass me, that was a way to get through. So I got in trouble, and she took away all of my cute clothes, all my cute shoes. She took away all my purses, my makeup, like everything. And she made me just, everything that I had left was just awful, just god fucking awful, dressed like a nerd. And she would pick me up from school in the car that her and my dad had when they first got married, and that car was old as shit.
Oh,
that was so embarrassing. I kind of quit being a brat, but kind of.
damn. I have never heard of that one. I'm going to make you look like shit. Just going to school in like a double XL, like Chicago Bears shirt. Some old Navy pineapple boxers, just like shit you wear to bed. Like, okay, somebody needs to do laundry at home, and then you just keep coming back in the same type of shit. Southport XXL football. Your dad's bad handwriting in the middle of it. You're just wearing all your parents' clothes. Go hard or go home on your back. Everybody's like, what happened? Is your dryer's broken? Dude, that's a nasty one. I don't know if I'd be able to handle that. I mean, my clothes were just those things I was talking about, though, so maybe I would. I was steady rocking like way too big of like Hillsdale Chargers football shirts when I was a kid, just because I was like, I don't know, it's cool, I guess. It's like in Michigan, so yeah. Let's keep going.
So probably the worst punishment I've gotten as a teen was when I was about 14 or 15. I got caught sneaking out with my friends.
14, 15, cuntiest years. Cuntiest years.
And my mom was super strict, so I wasn't allowed to have posters or CDs or anything like that.
Hell no.
She got super mad at me, and she decided that she was going to go in my room and rip all my posters down and She got about 100 CDs out of my closet, and she made a bonfire out back and burned it all.
You know how bad that would hurt my soul? The only thing I thought about between the ages of 10 and 14 were the posters at like Kmart and shit. You know, that was like my one escape when I stepped into it, like a Target, a Meijer, just any of those stores that like sold clothes and food, kind of. They'd always have that thing with the posters, dude. You remember that? Oh, that was heaven. And there'd just be like, there'd be like 24 posters. One was like a Lisa Frank. You're like, damn, that goes hard as fuck. But like, I'm not gonna buy it, you know, because I can't have a Lisa Frank poster in my room with my homies coming in here. But that shit does go hard. Then NSYNC, Britney Spears. I'd be like, the things I would do. There'd just be like a Prowler, a yellow one. Remember that stupid ass car? You'd be like, damn, that looks good. That poster with all the homies on it. They're like all like little Mexican dudes that are like G Unit. I was like, oh! Just pretending that I was gonna buy one. Those posters were probably $8. When I was a kid, I thought they were $82.99, the way my mom acted. Mom, can I get a poster? Oh my. Yeah, if you bleach the bathtub for the next 72 weeks. I swear to God, those posters had to be $8 million, the way my parents. Whoa, you want a poster? A poster. They were so clean. Get some tack, stick it on the wall. Remember that shit? Am I old? Yeah. God, that was all the NBA teams, all the NFL teams. Oh, she's not done yet. I'm sorry.
And I just wanted to add, it was all the greats: Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, and Blink-182, All American Rejects. You know how it was back then. I was super disappointed.
Oh, no. Dude, that is cold. Your mom threw all your shit in a fire? What did you do? 14, 15. Cuntiest years. That's reckless. I can't believe HOA didn't get your mom for like $1,000 fine for just building a fire in the backyard. That's even crazier. Craziest part was that you just made a homemade bonfire back there. It wasn't even like, oh my God, man. Posters. Dude, posters and CDs. God damn, I still want them. Posters and CDs, bro. And you know, CDs, like, dude, CDs were low-key kind of bad. You could get away with some shit on a CD. I had an Outkast CD one time, and there's like a naked girl on it. I was like, I don't even know how I got this, but I own porn. CDs would teach you some shit, too. And your parents just deleted it all. Next time we do this, you got to tell me what you actually did to get in trouble, because that shit's crazy.
So the worst punishment I've ever gotten by my parents, when I was a freshman in high school, they have found like this little journal where I wrote that I wanted to like have
somebody was horny.
My first kiss with like 2 or 3 boys. Well, they took that as me not being a virgin. So they put me on homeschool my sophomore and junior year of high school. Ridiculous.
That's got to be the worst one. God, she's always listening to music. What was it? Was that some Brian McKnight I heard?
Sophomore and junior year of high school. Ridiculous.
I can't tell what it is. Have you ever gotten in trouble so hard that your parents kick you out of school? I got in trouble so hard, I got homeschooled. That's just an incredible sin. There's no, what? Dude, your parents were on one because you kissed them. I couldn't even have a diary growing up because I know my mom would sniff that shit out. I smell number 2 lead pencil somewhere. And she'd rip through it, dude, and just find out all my secrets. It happened to my emails one time. My dumb ass, dude. I was like emailing girls and shit because I don't know. How lame is that? Yeah, like I sent her an email last night. It was hot. But dude, I shared the same email address as my mom, and I emailed this girl, and I was like, I love you and I kiss you. I can't wait to see you on Friday. My mom shut that shit down quick, dude. She printed out the email and highlighted all the weird shit in it. She's like, you're too horny. Bye. I was like, wow. Okay. Never hanging out with my friends again. Wild. You ever do something so bad you're homeschooled the next year? But low-key, deep down, the way I wanted to be homeschooled growing up, did you ever just wish you were homeschooled? God, I think I did every day, actually. They might have done you a favor, baby girl. That's not a punishment. You got to wake up and eat waffles and shit, and then do, like, phonics. What a life you had. You're warming up Jack's Pizzas and shit at lunch. I swear to God, homeschooled kids don't even do anything. I know it was all a scam. Your mom was on your shit making you do social studies homework? Shut up. No, your mom was watching The View and you were trying to fucking... I don't even know, because you were trying to watch like Maury and try to see tits on TV or something. Your mom wasn't your... That's what I always thought. Like homeschool kids, I always thought their mom like turned into a teacher for the day, and they're like, today? And you're like at the dining room table, and the mom's like, today we're learning social studies, chapter 4 in math, and photosynthesis in science. Now we're starting with social studies first. And then all of a sudden they have like they pull down like a board and like a map, and they're like quizzing you. That's what I thought being homeschooled was. But homeschooled people, you guys just eat waffles all day in your fucking sweatpants and read the Bible and shit. And then you graduate and you work at Chick-fil-A for the rest of your life. The way I want to be homeschooled. Hey, somebody hit me up and let me know what homeschooled kids really do. Just keep going.
Hey, Benny. So my craziest punishment was when I was 15.
Cuntiest years.
It was beginning of the July, and my mom gave me the craziest punishments. She took away my phone, TV, computer, and also I couldn't go out with my friends till like September. And the only entertainment option I had was books. So it was pretty rough.
Hey, did we have the same mom? Because, yeah, we did. Bro, my mom was psycho about that shit. Like, right when I thought my mom was loosening it up, I don't know what happened, but she was like, you're going to bed at 8. And I was like, that was my mom's rule. She was like, you go to bed when I go to bed. I'm like, Mom, you go to bed at you get in there at 6. So it's still, there's people grilling outside and stuff at 6. There's dogs barking and like catching frisbees and shit at 6. What do you want me to do at 6? Yeah, I couldn't watch TV. I couldn't listen. I couldn't do shit when I got in trouble. I don't know how kids... Remember kids growing up had TVs in their rooms? Hey, kids that had TVs in your rooms growing up. You have no idea how much I wanted to go in your room and pretend I was you for the whole day. If I had a TV in my room, I would be such a piece of shit right now. I swear to God, dude. I would have made out with my TV the whole night. If I saw one music video of Beyonce on my TV at night, who would I even be right now if I had a TV in my room? What a luck. Did your parents, is your dad Ray Skillman? Is your dad own the Honda dealership in town? Good fucking God. What lottery numbers did you come up on? Let's keep going.
Well, I lived with my dad out of college right when he got divorced.
Oh,
so
lit.
My biggest punishment was basically trying to find something to eat every day.
Damn, that was sad, bro. But I know what you mean, because dads do not cook. My dad would try to cook. My recently divorced dad, like at the time, would try to cook, and I'd be like, hey, let's go back to getting takeout. I know you're trying to switch it up, build some skills, but I think it's too late in your career to be refining the chef skills, big dog. So let's just do what we were doing, which was like 15 to-go boxes of Outback Steakhouse in the fridge. That was kind of lit. Even if the garlic bread was like a little soggy, I'm still rocking with it. Pops. Yeah, it is. My dad had so much food. I can't really talk like him. I can't really talk for him. That's sad, bro. A little bit. I know your dad had some low-key like potatoes though in the closet. You can do a lot with a potato. You just throw 3 potatoes in the microwave. I know he had butter. What's up? Sounds like a hot night to me. Let's keep going.
My mom made me eat my cigarette after she caught me smoking. It was disgusting, and I never did it again.
Baby girl took down a Newport. Oh no, made you eat a cigarette. That's got to be. I bet it's more healthy for you to eat a cigarette than to smoke it though. Just took down a whole carton of Marlboros for dinner. For dessert, you can have one Grizzly wintergreen pouch. Suck on it if you want. Make it last longer. That's all you get. God, that's fucking insane. Hold on, I just got a incoming voice message. I'm trying to find it. Incoming new voice message. All right, we're gonna do this one real quick.
Hey, please excuse the fireworks in the background, but so worst parental punishment. I was in 5th or 6th grade, and I'd always been getting in trouble. Nothing too crazy, but so I was always not doing homework, and my teacher called home from the classroom phone in front of all my friends.
Crazy. And
so I knew I was going to be in trouble that day because I hadn't been doing my homework. And I get home, and my mom is oddly calm, and she has this pink poster. And I go home, read the poster on the dining room table, and it says, "I don't do my homework, please honk." She gives me a Nashville pink cowboy hat that you'd see at those damn bachelorette parties.
Oh, this is hilarious.
Stand out in the front of the neighborhood until 9 p.m., holding the sign literally over my head. She would come check on me every 30 seconds. And former teachers drove by. A bunch of people tried to talk to me and figure out my life.
The girl you had a crush on driving by in the car, you're in a pink fucking hat, dude. Jackass. How many honks did you get? That's my kind of shit right there. If I was punishing my kid, that is exactly what he would do. You're wearing a vest, you're wearing assless chaps, everything's pink, and it says, "I don't do my homework. Honk at me." Oh shit, that's so funny. You deserve it, dude. I bet he still didn't do his homework because that shit kind of sounds fun. He's just an actual cowboy now. Let's keep going.
So one time when I was like 7 or 8, I was in the car, like coming home from Walmart or something. And I think I was like fighting with my sister, and my mom stops the car and she's like, okay, get out, you're walking. And I had to walk like a quarter mile back home.
Oh, so it actually happened. That's the first time. I'll stop this car right now. Yeah, and do what? You stop the car, you yell at me, and then we just keep driving. We're wasting your time. Oh my God. I would throw up on that walk. I would feel so bad. Get out of the car then. Okay, fine. They just drive off. Bro, that walk would... I would be like, what am I going to say? What am I going to say? How am I going to make... Oh, my God. Oh. The overthinking that would happen in my brain on that walk. It actually happened. Your dad was real. Did you at least like go into a gas station and buy like something fucked up and then keep walking? I would have bought like an icy or something. An icy and like something bad. An icy and some beef jerky. I've actually never been more hungry in my life. At this moment. And the way I want an icy right now and beef jerky. Let's keep going.
Okay, this is probably the craziest story I've ever heard, but I was a sophomore in high school and my mom got a phone call from my ex-boyfriend's parents. And they were like, hey, so our son got in trouble, and we took his phone and looked through his phone and noticed that there were messages between him and your daughter talking about somebody having weed. And so, of course, my mom came to me and took my phone and asked me what they were talking about. I don't even remember what I told her, but she got in my phone and was able to read my messages and saw that I had gotten weed for one of my guy friends. And the part that was it wasn't even bad. I had gotten the weed, and this guy lived like 45 minutes away. My brother happened to have a football game near his house. So we were all going. I brought the weed with me in the car with my whole family, and I just met him there.
God, I love the weed years, dude.
So I just met him there, gave him the weed, he paid me, that was it. I was just a middleman and never thought anything of it. Like, this was like a month after the fact. And so, of course, my mom's pissed. She takes my phone, and she, I think, ends up calling the guy, my friend's parents, and saying like, hey, pretty sure like your son was like getting weed for my daughter. He like paid her to do it and get it for him, blah, blah, blah. Everybody's parents were involved. It was just a shit show. And my stepdad was at work that night, but my mom called him and told him, and he's super strict. But the next morning, my stepdad comes home, and he gets home, comes to my room, and wakes me up at like 7:30 in the morning, brings me into his room, like my parents' room, puts a chair in the middle of the room, sits me down, gets like inches away from my face,
and gives me a lap dance.
He starts screaming at me like the most degrading, horrible shit in the world. Saying,
and it's your stepdad. It's like, you don't even know me.
Like, basically talking about how he could have lost his job because I had the weed in the car with my whole family, and how like I was so irresponsible and the worst kid in the world. And then my mom's right there, and he's like, this is all your fault. She's your daughter, because he was my stepdad. And he's like, you should have raised her better than this, blah, blah, blah. And saying the worst part, here it comes. He told me he called the cops on me and that I was going to jail. And then he proceeded to tell me that, like, because of the way I looked, like I was blonde and young, like I was going to be a target for people in there. And then, like, basically threatening how I was going to be treated in there because he knew the people who worked there. And my mom's just like crying. I'm crying. And she's like, how could you do that to your own daughter? Blah, blah, blah. Like, she was just like in shock. Like, we were all so convinced I was going to jail. And then it gets even better.
Oh, what's up? Should be on Jerry Springer.
He turns to my mom and said, I don't want to deal with this shit anymore. This is your kid. You deal with it. I want you guys out of my house. He literally said, I filed for a divorce. I'm going to deliver the papers to you in a few days, and put a for sale sign in our yard, and then said, I'm going to the bank. He went to the bank, took half of his stuff out, and then went to go pick up his daughter from school. So he kicked us out of the house. Literally kicked me, my brother, my sister, my mom out of our own house. And this was all because I had brought weed in the car with my family to give to somebody. I didn't even smoke it. It wasn't even for me. But he got so mad because his job was on the line, and then was just mad. He's just the biggest narcissist in the world. But we got kicked out of our own house, had to go live with my aunt for a month just because of this. It was the craziest shit I've ever literally lived.
I don't know why, but it just doesn't surprise me that I feel like every stepdad has that in them, and they're just one Ziploc bag of weed away from just tearing apart the family. You ever get in trouble so bad your parents get divorced? You ever get in trouble so bad you're homeless? It's 2023. If your dad's not a complete maniac, you gotta grow up. Yo. Damn. He was doing some other shit, I bet. I bet he was doing some other shit. And he was like, yeah, this is gonna be my my out right here. Dude, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing now, but he definitely works works at a liquor distributing company. Just got a feeling. Let's keep going. That was crazy.
When I was 15, I went to the Vatican and I skipped a mass that was strictly in Pig Latin. And I went with the school, and they ended up telling my parents. And so when I got back, they made me take Latin classes.
That sounds
for like
horrible.
6 months. And like now I'm pretty fluent in Latin, and it's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, I would die. Learning a different language to me it seems so overwhelming, and they made you learn Latin. Isn't Latin like a dead language? Aren't there like 80 people still speaking? She just is fluent in Latin, like the first language ever. Damn, at least you can like read those directions on IKEA instructions when you're like assembling a desk. Every time I assemble a desk, I'm like trying to read the instructions, and then like there's I'm like, where's English? It's always Latin. Can you help me build a desk is all I'm trying to ask. Wild, bro. You know what? You ever fuck up so bad you have to learn a new language? So crazy. Yeah, dog. I didn't eat a hot dog today. I didn't eat a sausage today, so they made me learn German. Now I'm fluent. Yeah, dude, it's a wrap. Eating a cigarette, learning Latin. You ever get in trouble so bad you get homeschooled? Or your parents get divorced? Yo, I thought mine were bad. I was just getting locked out of the house like a normal U.S. citizen. You guys are out here getting your posters thrown in bonfires. But if that shit's not happening to you when you're a kid, you're going to be such a bitch when you're older. So, kiss your parents on the lips, all of them. And thank them for being complete psychos. Nah, don't kiss them on the lips. Just smack them on the ass. For me, give them the old cup cheek, and say that's from Benny. Just cup it up right on that right cheek. It's from Benny. Look at it. But yo, thank you so much. I love these crazy ass podcasts. So come with the questions. If you got a suggestion, I'll whip it out. and we'll have a little psycho time because of that. I love this shit. Thank you so much for your voice messages. Thanks for following on Instagram. Remember to join the Patreon for $5 a month for an extra pod every week and a live stream at night. It just gets better and better. I'll talk to you next week. Love you.